No. Hey guys, what's up? Today I went to go see a building that I've been wanting to see since I was a little kid. I actually got to go inside the Freemason building in Lamar, which nobody ever gets to go in there, not unless you remember. So check it out. I hope you guys like it. It was pretty neat. I thought it was amazing in there. Pretty cool. Like I said, never been in there before. So I was lucky enough to shoot in there for a little bit. So I hope you enjoy it. Check it out. Bye.
Years old when when the state was
Becoming a state.
Right. They became a state.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we did some history about some other places. We went to some old jails and stuff that were not even. It wasn't Colorado yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's pretty neat to see old stuff like that. I'm very into old buildings,
Yep.
history. If it's old, I like it. No matter what it is, buildings, cars,
Right.
and furnitures. So this was made in 1902.
1902.
So
yeah.
175.
120. 120 years old.
Wow.
So yep. It looks like we were founded, chartered in 1892. So
Wow.
10 years old, and those are the
Those
charter members there. That
They're probably the original ones there, huh?
Those are the original, and some of the names you would recognize, but there's a Cornman in there, McMillan.
See, I know some McMillans from here.
Yep, and Markham and Parrish.
Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar too.
Max, was that Maxim?
Maxim, yeah.
And a strain. We had strains here. Wow. You would remember that.
I do remember that. So all those names you're saying are something I remember from back in, like when I was a kid.
Yep.
So these are people who've been here for a very long time, I'm sure.
They're long.
Now who actually started this chapter? Like who said, okay, let's make this building, let's get this together?
We have a Grand Lodge of Colorado.
Uh-huh.
And to be we have to be chartered to be a fraternity. We are fraternal. So,
right.
But we work under their leadership, and then we do have every state has, we're one of the largest fraternities in the world, but it started with King Solomon.
Oh, wow.
And the building of his temple and so forth there before it was destroyed. But so it goes back a long way.
Yeah, because I've looked into the Masons and all that, and my gosh, they go back way far.
Well,
I mean,
they're back into the biblical times.
Yeah, I was thinking 1700s, but if I remember right, it's even before that.
1700s is when they were recognized, and they moved it to England and so forth. But a lot of the Masons and the Knights Templar, you might have heard of them.
I have.
They took so many Europeans down to the Holy Lands, and they actually, the Knights Templars, developed the first banking system in the world. But
I did not know that. Wow.
Because the people would be attacked, and with all of their possessions and their money would be stolen. So but this way the Knights Templar set up a banking system.
So that's what started the whole.
That's what started everything there.
Wow.
You could deposit it here and withdraw it at the other end.
Yeah, it's safer that way, obviously.
Right, it was. So
that's so interesting. Wow. I've studied a lot about different, for example, my dad was a member of the Knights of Columbus for a while and different organizations and like that. But I find that the Masons seems like they're the most longest running.
Right. Yes, we are.
The oldest, if you want to say that.
We are the first fraternity.
Yeah,
ever established.
I mean, before United States was United States, I guess you want to say, right?
Way before it was even
That's
discovered.
incredible.
So it was, at the time, it was like a apprenticeship.
Right.
You had to start off as an entered apprentice. you went and learned about the rock quarries.
Right.
And worked in that. And then as you developed, you moved up to the fellowcraft, which was another trade within the stone building deal. And then you went up to a master mason, which is the one that set the stone in the big building.
I see.
So forth there.
Oh,
so,
wow.
And,
So the Mason organization, it's worldwide then, right?
it is worldwide. Yes.
Is there any certain parts of the country that it's more popular or bigger or more members, or does that?
Well, it would go with the population of
the town or the country, whatever you want to say,
right, yeah. And that I don't, of course, the communist countries, there are still assemblies there, but yet they're outlawed by the communist.
Right, yeah.
But they still meet
in
secret and so forth.
I got invited to go to a communist country this coming summer, but I don't know because it's where Chernobyl happened? It's in Turkey, but it's by Russia also.
Yep.
And because what's going on with Russia now, I told my wife, I says, well, if things don't get better by this summer, we're not going to take that trip over there.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's a little dangerous.
Yep.
But I wanted to go see where they had that nuclear reactor blow up and all that stuff out there.
Yep. Oh, but in those countries, European countries, to see the castles and the buildings, way back in the day, and it's so beautiful.
Yeah, and they just right, and that's one thing I don't like is I remember when I was younger, for example, right here by the movie theater, they used to have the sidewalk that's like marble.
Oh.
It was really pretty in the front.
Yeah.
And then I seen it was gone, and I'm like, oh man, that's something they should have left that there. It's history,
Right. Oh yeah.
And then when I came, because we were out of Colorado for a few years, we lived in Nevada for a while, and then I came back here because my dad's getting ill and stuff, and I told my dad, I said, does that building, does people still even go there? And he goes, yeah. He goes, people go in there, and my dad's from here too, and he's almost 70. And he goes, oh, I've never been up there. He goes, not that I remember of. He goes, maybe when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But and I was surprised because I've lived here all my life, and I've never seen anybody come in and out of this building.
Yep.
It's beautiful though.
We still, you haven't seen anything yet. So.
You guys keep it pretty maintained for being 120 years old.
Oh yeah, we still meet every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Still functioning good and everything.
And so forth there. So we function there, and this is just
your little meeting hall.
Well, it's just the eating area
right.
and so forth. We have a full kitchen back here in the back.
And how many members do you guys have here just in this charter here?
We have about, when they started there was over 100.
Mm-hmm.
And when I joined in 93, there was over 100.
Mm-hmm.
With deaths and so forth.
Well, yeah, that happens.
Different lifestyles and different values.
People move, things like that, right.
Yep, we're down in the 60s.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, hopefully it picks back up.
Oh, we hope so too.
I tell you what, though, it's that COVID that's keeping everybody scared. It does. I mean, I went and did what I was supposed to do, get my shots. I guess that's all I can do. I mean, otherwise, it's like, it is what it is.
Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty picture. George Washington. That picture looks old. It has water damage on it even.
I think it was made that way, but
see right there.
He was a master. Okay, yeah, but he was a master mason.
That's right. Well. Yes. Yeah.
And many of the presidents were master masons.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
mm-hmm.
The most recent that we know of would be the Bushes.
The Bushes, yeah.
And, so
that's true. I didn't really think about that. They are all Masons.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. This is beautiful. Now, what do you guys call this?
This is the temple.
This is
where
beautiful.
we meet.
This is beautiful. Wow. I so appreciate you bringing me in here. I've always wanted to come in here. I've heard rumors that it was really pretty in here. And they're not rumors.
No.
That's like an auditorium up there?
Yep, that,
Wow.
at one time, that would be built, back in the day.
Yeah, with all your members and stuff, yeah.
When they would have joint meetings with other lodges and so forth.
Wow.
See, beautiful.
Yeah, that stained glass is beautiful.
You don't find those anymore.
Wow. No.
And we didn't cover it up.
That has to be I mean, like, just imagine the work put into that alone.
Yes.
And then to get it up there, not break it.
Back in 1992 for Centennial, we had that taken down and re-leaded
Oh, did you? Uh-huh.
and put back up. So that was a project that none of us could do.
Oh, no, yeah. I wouldn't want to. I mean, just imagine if you were the one taking care of that and you accidentally dropped it out of your truck or something.
Right. No, thank you.
I wouldn't want to have that reputation. Wow, this is beautiful.
But ours are a little bit different here than
Mm-hmm.
many of your organizations. You have presidents and so forth, but we have, ours is called Master.
Uh-huh.
Our leader is our worshipful master, and then we have a senior warden and junior warden, which are the ones that run or, operate and guide the lodge and so forth.
Now, is there, like for example, I know like for the Knights of Columbus, they had a person that was in charge of the Colorado people?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And is that the same?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. In fact, last night we had our past masters night. And
Oh, okay.
the new Grand Master of Colorado Masons was in attendance.
Oh, that's neat.
So,
That's neat.
yep, it was great that they came down
Yeah.
and visited.
Now, to get that far up in rank, do you have to like start when you're young? Is that how it goes, or?
Well, to be that way, because it takes, you have to join the line, which they call it, but you go through all of the chairs in the Grand Lodge.
Right, I understand what you're saying.
And it
Yeah.
takes them 9 years to get through all of
Yeah.
the steps there to become Grand Master.
The reason why I'm asking, I have a friend, he's 26, right? And his dad they live in Florida. And his dad is in the Masons. And
Right.
he's starting to get involved in it.
Right.
And but he told me, he said that it's best, and he's only 25 or 26. And he said it's better to get in it younger.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
everything we do is by memory.
Mm-hmm.
So it's,
Oh, geez.
yeah. So
Now, do you guys do a lot of, like, as far as other organizations, they do charity stuff, like?
no, we don't. We do it within ourselves.
Right.
We
That's good.
We take care of our widows and orphans.
Yeah, your members and stuff, yeah.
Right, and we do
That's
that.
good.
So, but we don't go reach out. We do give scholarships to seniors in the area, high school seniors.
That's right, I remember that, yeah.
And so forth. But as far as outside things, we don't pat ourselves on the back about what we're doing.
Just take care of your own.
We
That's,
take care of ours. And,
to me, that's very humble.
well, it's what we're.
Yeah.
It's the obligations that we take.
Right, because some people, they, and I know some of them offhand too, that organizations, they give out a lot of money to charities, but then they want all kinds of recognition for it,
Right, yeah.
and it's like, that's not what God wants, really.
No, we just want to do the right thing.
Exactly.
And be an example for other people.
Right, yeah. Set a good example for.
Yep.
Now, this is beautiful. Is this mahogany wood?
It's very.
Wow.
We have one of the nicest in eastern Colorado. We
My
have one of the
goodness.
nicest temples in all of eastern Colorado.
This is beautiful.
But that you just don't find things like that.
Do you know who made that by chance?
No, that was built into it. So
In this building, it was built in here?
Yes, when it was back in 1902.
Wow. So this has been here since the day it was built, huh? It don't look like it. Honestly, it looks like you had this in here maybe a month or two.
Oh, yeah, no, it's been here forever.
Wow. Now, somebody stands up there. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
This is the master's
Okay.
station here, so he stands over here.
And on the top right there, is that who he's?
Oh, that's George Washington again.
Oh, that is George Washington.
Yep.
He's his younger days right there.
But that, again, he was master
Right.
mason when he, during the
That's right. Not very many people know about that.
Well, if you read the history somewhat, there were Master Masons from England that were fighting the Americans, and they would get together and have whole lodge meetings together because we are all equals in the lodge, and they would, they'd sit down and they could converse with each other and.
Wow, that's strange.
Maybe go back, in a week and
start fighting again, huh?
Right. Yep.
That is strange. This architect is beautiful, like how it is up there, the designing of the ceiling.
Oh yes.
You just don't see that hardly anymore.
No, you don't.
And if you do, it's not very good shape.
Right.
I love that you guys take so much pride in this building. You can tell that you guys take a lot of pride in this building. What are those little gold leaves? I just love the trim and stuff on this building. Wow.
Yep.
Incredible.
We saw the original founders of it.
Yeah.
And some of these are
past members
and so forth that have, served as masters, and we hang them on the wall to be remembered and so forth there. But this is the Oriental Council, which is part of the York Rite and Scottish Rite, which is another branch and advancement of our lodge here. We have 3 degrees here, then you need to go to York Rite or Scottish Rite, or you can go to both, and you can go up to a 32nd degree.
Wow. So it does seem like it does take some time to get to where you want to get to, yeah. Do you have a special goal for yourself? How far you want to?
No, I'm up in my ages, so
you're still young to me.
Yep, right.
You're walking and talking.
No, to get into the Grand Lodge life, 9 years I would be.
That takes that. I see what you're saying.
I'd be pushing 85.
85. Oh, I thought you were maybe 70 at the most.
Oh, I'm 75.
My dad is 70.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. I'm not how should I say, I told my wife, I says, watch, I'm going to be amazed how pretty it is in there. And I am. And it's just I even try to go online as far as see if I can find any photos of here. And there's not too many. I seen online something like this, but it wasn't as tall. Where was it at? Was it in Texas? Somewhere in Texas? I don't remember, but it wasn't as pretty as this thing. That is so pretty. I'm just wondering, like how do they carve it and put it together? It's beautiful. And I was looking at it. You don't see no screws and nails and all that. Yeah, no seams or nothing. This is so beautiful. Wow. This is nice. Do you guys have any old artifacts? I seen that you had an old sword sitting up there.
Yeah. Not. No, we just use the same ones. These were probably the original candle holders here.
Oh yeah. These are nice. Oh, they're globes, huh? I didn't see that. There's globes up there.
Yep, those are globes. Huh. Those have representation, symbolic to the Masonic.
I would love to have something like this in my house. These 2 things. Actually, that. I don't know why, but that's really pretty.
That is beautiful. And how do you put a price on that?
Oh gosh.
To insure? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, because if you get a house insurance and you have that in your house and you know what's made 120 years ago.
Right. And that could not be replicated today, probably.
I don't think there's a price on it.
I don't know. Is that $100,000?
I would say more than that.
So you don't.
Yeah.
It's hard to put.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
So,
I hope this place stays here forever.
Well, we hope to keep it that way.
I know there's sometimes you got the buildings start leaking and that's what's really important, especially with older buildings, I realize. And people who I talk to, they say if your roof is no good, you're going to destroy the building quick.
Right. Yeah.
So they say the first thing to do is make sure your roof is good if you're getting an old building, and then.
We have, ours
Now, does the city of Lamar help pay for any of the maintenance on here, or is it just done all by you guys? Wow.
No, it's all ours.
Huh.
And we are fortunate that we have 5 rental spaces in the first ground floor.
Oh, so it'll help to keep.
So that helps
okay.
us to maintain it and so forth there, but without that, our dues would have to be.
So does this building own the movie theater?
No.
That's a different, yeah.
That's different, yes. That's different.
Because I know there's some stores in the back of here, right? Or there's a clinic, I think, or something.
No, it's all down
Oh,
below.
it's right here. Oh yeah, I'm lost. There you go. That keeps the maintenance up. Because I know when things start getting old, I know it gets expensive as far as you got to keep new electric in there. Got to keep things like that.
Yeah.
Keep it up to code. Well, I sure appreciate you bringing me in here. This is just beautiful.
It is a great place.
Yeah, I like it. I love it a lot. This is honestly one of the beautiful places I've been to in Lamar. The second building that I like in Lamar is the courthouse. I don't know why, but I think it's pretty in there.
Well, it is nice. It is nice.
And then I like the movie theater, how it has the old painting on the roof.
That has to go back
I don't know.
to original.
Yeah,
It was that way when I was a kid.
Me too. When I was a kid, yeah, it's still there. And I love stuff like that. Whenever it's old, just keep it that way. I want to buy me a Victorian mansion, and I want to keep it old school. You know what I'm talking? It's old.
Yep.
This is so nice. I appreciate you bringing me in here.
Yep.
Well, nice meeting you.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
I'll let you know when I get all this done, edited and stuff. And basically, it's just a history about Lamar. Like I said, we already did the movie theater,
Right.
which was so cool. I remember that place since I was a little kid.
Yep.
And then we have the museum to go to once they fix the water heater. And then there's some other places we're trying to. There used to be a motel across the street. You know where the main cafe's at? It used to be the main cafe on Main Street. Yeah, right over here.
Yeah.
On top of there was a motel up there a long time ago. Yeah.
There's living spaces above.
Yeah, I went up there once when I was working for them for about 2 months, and one of the guys that owned it was called the Main Cafe. Then he let me go up there, and I found some bottles of whiskey that said 1940 on them, and they still had stuff in there and coins, pocket knives. It looked like it was more of a cowboy, somebody passing through kind of place.
Well, yeah, a lot of places up there, they did have a
Yeah.
where you could stay
Right.
for the night.
Yeah, and I did see they fixed up that other building too. Oh, by the BMS, that old big brick building.
Oh, we called it Payne, but it's
It was
Payne
called
Hotel.
Yeah, it was called the Payne Hotel. Yeah,
Back in our day, but
Yeah.
it's another one. But yes.
My dad told me there he remembers getting bottles from there and recycling them from that motel when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So what is it now? Is it a business office? Is that what that is?
It's an business office, yeah.
I'm glad they did something with it though.
Oh, I didn't want to lose that.
It's
that's
beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I was telling my wife, I said, if they knock that down, boy, come on now.
Yeah, no,
But I'm glad somebody bought it and did something with it though, at least. So
yeah, they have done well. It's been
that's good.
great to have that. So, this is just about.
Yeah, right up here.
Upstairs, but
Oh yeah, that's it.
I
Right?
do want to go up there to make sure the door is closed to the roof. After that 120 mile an hour wind.
Oh my gosh, I know. We had a tree fall on one of my vehicles.
Oh, is it?
It crushed it.
Yes, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. I got the check in the mail. I'm just waiting I want to buy me a little motorhome.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's old.
Yeah. Yep, that is old. We had, and I don't have the keys here, but this is the projection room.
Oh, yeah.
We can project work. We do
Like let's put a screen or
what they call
something.
floor work
Mhm.
and do it up there. They just do it on the wall.
I see.
Up there. But this is,
What does that go to upstairs?
yeah.
Oh, the attic or something. Huh?
This, well, actually, come on up. What they did here, being back in 1902, the ranchers would bring their horse and buggy or horse and wagons in. They'd get feed and so forth, come in the afternoon, and then they had rooms, there was beds in these rooms that they could spend the night.
Oh, really?
Get up the next morning and head home.
Wow.
This is, okay, we're good.
That's some good history.
Oh, it's...
I've seen pictures of a Lamar. They would have places where you can tie your horses at.
Yeah, oh yeah.
On Main Street. I thought that was so neat.
Let's see, back up here too. Look at that.
What's that?
We can see doorknobs down there, but the doorknobs are all...
Yeah, I seen that. They got the little... Yeah. You guys can see that. It's got the... Yeah, right there. There it is. That's cool.
Yep, there.
Beautiful place. Absolutely amazing.
But back in, well, the members financed this themselves and built it, and I couldn't tell you what it cost.
I was just going to ask you that.
I don't have any idea, but
Back then?
most of the stocks that they offered, or debt that they offered, was never claimed. That
Oh, really?
they just forgave everything. And,
Oh, okay.
which is,
Yeah.
you know.
I've been to older buildings before and big ones too, and they said they paid like $7,000 to build a 15-story building. And like this, who knows what it costs?
Yeah.
Nowadays, millions, of course, but
Oh, yes.
in those days, it's hard to say. But $7,000 back in those days was quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm sure you were considered like a millionaire if you had that much.
Yeah. Well, there were some wealthy people.
Mm-hmm.
There's no lights back there, so we're fine. I'll let you go ahead.
Okay.
And I'll shut well, here, while you're here, just come up here and you can take photos from, or your video from up here.
Oh, this is another. Oh, this is
Different view here.
Oh, okay. This is the chairs.
This is the auditorium.
Auditorium. That looks like about what 100 and some people maybe.
I think so.
This is really pretty. You wouldn't think it looked like this from the inside or from the outside.
Yep.
This is a good kept secret. Wow, these are nice.
So,
Oh, is that little hat there? I would have never guessed that was for.
Yep.
Neat.
Yep. Store your hat underneath.
And you can tell all these are original, these seats and all that. Mm-hmm. Wow. I really like it. It's beautiful. That's my favorite for sure. This is the outside of the building, trying to get the way up there though.